How we doing, everyone? I hope we're all good. It's Steve here from Focus on Weather. Friday the 8th of December 2023, and it's 16 days since my my partial knee replacement, and I'm actually going to go out and hopefully get some nice footage of the sunrise. We're going to get some photographs. We're going to have some fun this morning. That noise, don't worry about that. That's the bin men, sure sign that it's Friday in the neighbourhood. But yeah, it is a clear start today. Looks like it's going to be a fine morning. Breezes are light, and most importantly, it is mild. So we're going to have a look at the weather. We're going to have a look at the trends. We're going to have a look at the patterns. We're also going to have a look at some nice vistas around the Folkestone Harbour area. So yeah, hope you enjoy the journey. Come along with me. Right, well, we've arrived. It's about 7:45, just in time for the sunrise. The sunrise this morning is at 7:45, but at the moment it appears that we're just slightly obscured by some cloud over in the English Channel. A little bit of cumulonimbus as well, and we'll just come on to that in a moment, because that's been the pattern for the last few weeks. This pattern has been quite dominant since probably early October, but particularly in mid-October through to the end of November. Do you know what? We've had something like 30 inches of rain this year, and 14 inches of it has fallen in the last 2 months in October and November. And the reason for this is that we've had a lot of southwesterly winds. This English Channel is still relatively warm, and as the autumn progresses and the upper air cools, you get more of a gradient, and that's resulted in a lot of instability. So many parts of the South Kent coast, as I've mentioned, down here in Folkestone, Dover, along that south coast, all the way down through Sussex, down towards sort of the Eastbourne area, have had an intense amount of rainfall. Now, the rainfall will start to ease off over the next few weeks as the channels cool and the gradient starts to reduce. So yeah, I think we've seen most of the rain, but yeah, significant rainfall spike in the last 2 months, and that's been quite the theme over the last few years. So yeah, a very, very wet autumn. There is a pattern change on the way. What's likely to now happen is high pressure is going to start coming into play. So things will start to settle down. We've still got some more rain bands to contend with over the next few days. I think later on today and tomorrow, and I think another band on Monday. But then high pressure starts to settle down as we move around the middle of December. So at least things will dry up. So yeah, something to keep an eye on. Right, we have come here for the photography as well, and what I've decided I'm going to do is I'm going to head off in the direction of the Folkestone Sands, just over there by those arches. Try and capture some nice wave movement, and hopefully by that stage we'll have something to sort of focus on with regard to the sunrise. So let's have a little walk over there. Let's get the tripod set up, and let's try something a little bit nice. Well, we've arrived at Folkestone Sands. The sun is up, but it's still obscured by that layer of cloud just out in the English Channel, so I don't think we're going to be getting a pretty sunrise just yet. But what we have got is we've got some lovely surf this morning as a legacy of the strongish winds we've had over the last couple of days, but the breezes have fallen light now. A very light westerly breeze, which will make for some really nice photography. I'm going to get myself over towards those rocks, and I think I'm going to hopefully get an ND filter on just to sort of slow the shutter speed down, just to get a little bit of long exposure. But yeah, it's a fantastic morning. Still a bit chilly. Temperatures around about 5 degrees, but it will warm up today. There is a change, as I've mentioned. Temperatures will be getting up to around about 11 degrees, all very welcome after the cool start to the month. So let's head over towards those rocks and see what we can capture. Right, so I think I've found a really nice shot and a nice composition here. Got some nice foreground interest with some rocks, which are just leading to the actual sea itself. And now we're finally starting to get a little bit of sunshine just coming across that bank of cloud on the horizon, which is just illuminating the sand. So I think this is a fairly nicely balanced shot. As I've mentioned, you've got the rock to the left there, over there, and you've got the pier over there to the right. And I think this is going to be a really nice shot. I'm not too sure if I'm going to do a long exposure shot on this. And when I say long exposure, I'm going to slow that shutter speed down by putting a little filter on it, like a pair of sunglasses, or just take a natural shot. I might just take both and see what we get. Right, so I've decided to go for the long exposure shot. So what that entails now with this amount of light is a filter on it, an ND filter. Filter isn't something that changes any colours or, you know, does anything untoward to it. It is just, as it suggests, a filter that just filters out the light. It just like puts a pair of sunglasses on it. So what I've done is I've put that on there. The camera now has to work to work out the shutter speed. What happened was I put that on, I set it onto a manual focus to lock that focus, and then I took the shot, and this is what I've got. It's an absolute banger. Look at that. That is again going to look brilliant in post editing. The settings used for this was f8, ISO 100, and to get the exposure correct, whereby the highlight is the only bit that's showing is the sunshine, 25 seconds. So I'm really pleased with that. Thanks very much for watching the video. I hope you've all found it useful and informative. If you do like the content that I'm providing, please do like, please do share and subscribe. So I'm just going to leave you now with a summary of the weather for the next few days. More rain tomorrow, that's Saturday, and further rain on Sunday. Showery for Monday and Tuesday as well, but drying up by Wednesday with high pressure moving in and temperatures slowly starting to fall back to the seasonal average. Keep an eye in touch with the forecast, because it is quite likely that things could turn colder towards the Christmas period, making things a little bit festive. Thanks for watching, and ciao for now.